Shetland cattle are a small, hardy cattle breed from the Shetland Isles, located off the northeast coast of Scotland. They are noted for the use in crofting in Shetland, where they provided use for meat, milk and draught. Despite the rapid decline in crofting for a living, efforts to restore this breed in the United Kingdom are mainly done by the Shetland Cattle Breeders Association. Like most breeds originating from Shetland, the cattle are smaller than most. This characteristic is attributed to the hard climate of the native environment. Characteristics: Shetland cattle are usually black and white, similar in color to the Holstein Friesian breed. However, an estimated 10% are red and white, while a small but growing percentage are dun and gray. The cows are typically smaller than most, ranging from 350 kilograms to 450 kilograms, while the bulls range from 550 kilograms to 600 kilograms. They are regarded as small in size by most breeders and organizations. The horns curve upwards, but these are trimmed during commercial production. A long hairy coat protects the cattle during the winter, but this recedes during the summer months. Many breeders see many desirable traits in Shetland cattle, such as easy calving and fast growing to adult size. History: the Shetland cattle are considered an ancient breed by most organizations because they date back to the Viking era. It is believed that they first arrived between 700 and 1100 AD and have since experienced many other influences, such as crossbreeding. They were once an important species in Scotland for their hardiness. Shetland cattle experienced a sharp population decline through the 19th century, with an estimated population of 15,000 cattle nearing extinction by the middle of the 20th. The importing of larger breed bulls proved more popular, with local crofters. In 1834, the cattle were described by author William Ewart in his book, Cattle, Their Breeds, Management and Diseases. They were described as living on the native moors and being housed every night. He also records the population in the 1800s. The book reads, 40 years ago 3,000 cows, 1,000 oxen and 10,000 young cows inhabit. However, now more than 44,000 inhabit these islands. It is unknown what proportion of these cattle were cows, oxen or calves. While the Shetland could thrive on inhospitable lands, the evolution of agricultural practices and chemicals made grass more plentiful for less hardy breeds, and these larger bulls could sire calves that would grow larger and more quickly. Increasing the size of the cattle was attractive in the aftermath of John Boyd Orr's influential studies in the 1930s, which revealed a deficiency in the midst of plenty among the United Kingdom's urban proletariat, whose diet lacked meat. As farming moved towards a more intensive production method, Shetland cattle numbers fell dramatically. This was combined with the loss of subsidies from the 1940s government. In 1950, only 40 purebred cows were left. During the Falklands War, 5 pregnant cows and 1 bull were sent to the Falkland Islands to replace livestock killed in the conflict. They were sent by the Rare Breed Survival Trust, which surprised many, given how rare the cattle were. At this time, only 121 adult cows were registered, and this was seen as a way to boost numbers. Present efforts are underway to restore the Shetland breed, notably by the Shetland Cattle Breeders Association, a group of mainland breeders who provides assistance to its members concerning genetic records, breeding plans, husbandry, and the location of Shetland breeders. The association also provides advertising services for its members. Shetland cattle are currently used as a meat cattle in specialty, niche markets. These cattle are usually kept on small-scale farms that rely on a high income from the sale and low maintenance costs for feed. The cattle is also still kept by a very small numbers of self-sufficient people in Shetland. There are currently 800 registered breeding cows and an average for 180 calves born each year.